My vehicles have been running pretty good. I have one little problem though, my fan doesn't always kick on. And so I'm going to work on the fan, the blower motor, whatever you want to call it. There's one here on the right. There's one here in the middle. Hold this bottom panel under the passenger side under the glove box. You will need a 7mm socket. Okay, once you get those screws out, make sure you get the one for the panel. I've unclipped this. It's a quarter turn and it pops out. This is your airflow temperature sensor. And then I've unplugged this for the little footlight, and then this here is part of your, I believe, your airbag system. I just unclipped that off of the little post here, and then I can get this part out of the way. Next we have our plug. I'm gonna pull that and just push in that tab there. You can pull the plug out. There you go. And then we have a 5.5mm socket to pull the screws out. And once you get all 3 screws out, the fan will just pop down with the squirrel cage. Okay, I took the 2 screws out of the back. I don't know if you can see very well, but it's kind of obfuscated with all the dust. It's just everywhere. And it's in here too from the brushes. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that all out. I'm gonna put a little grease there on the bushing, and we'll see if this works a little bit better. There's not much left. There's not much left to the brush there. Let's see what's not much left there. So I'm going to clean it up and get a couple more miles out of this fan. Okay, I've cleaned it up a little bit to put a little bit of grease. You don't need a whole lot because then it's just going to melt and get in the motor. You can actually see these parts for what they are without all that dust in there. So I'm going to put it back together and stick it back in. Okay, a little test drive. The fan came right on. It's variable speed. You can turn it up, but it's not necessary for this test. And now we're going to stick it back in.